Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Wild Rumya. Back in another lesson. The Lord willing it be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Wahara Kakadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. And shalom to the 144,000 and the 1/3 men, women, and children that will escape the judgments of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Just got another lesson, man, just going into the prophecy, man, for the most part. As you see, man, our people, they're doomed, man. They have no clue of what's coming in the times we're living in. And you're going to see this Jake just out there, man. They're having a good time, partying and bullshitting, even in jail, man. Let's start with this video. See, even in jail, you're going to be presented with that MOTB. Even in jail, you're going to be presented with that MOTB, man. So you seeing the men of the Lord on the highways and byways, and especially on the internet, dating, man, constantly pushing this word out, man. But Jake is doomed, man. And I might name this lesson, Jake is doomed. Because our people are, man, they are really out there. They are really out there, man. Now check this out, man. This is what in the P Valley little murder is going on. And look at this guy, man. He's through, man.
The goddamn blonde wig out here, born and raised that way. The A tatted on me, baby. It don't get no player than that, baby. I'm the only nigga with the goddamn blonde wig out here, born and raised that way.
Through, man. And you just looking at that, man, you're like, man, what in the fuck, man? How far Jake's done failed, man? How far Jake has failed? And the whole time, this is what's being prepared behind the scenes, man. 2/3 of our people are doomed. They have no clue or understanding of the times we're living in and what's coming on the earth, man. But the men of the Lord will be made wise in this time, man. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding will be in the men of the Lord. Now check this out, man. It says U.S. veteran speaks about martial law in, you see it, camps, man. And check this out.
The thing is that in America, they putting a state of fear into people to where they want to consider probably martial law probably one of these few years that's coming up.
NDAA.
But the thing is, people that's learned the knowledge of what's going on,
It's coming, baby.
it's gonna be hell. Them little drones ain't no joke. I personally seen them blow some Arabs up. I've been in Iraq many a time with them things, so they ain't no joke.
What they getting ready for? Yeah, say what you just said.
Like they gonna break it off. Say what you just said.
Well, with the FEMA camps and everything built up, and it's all over the YouTube, bases and everything, you know. We've been practicing riot control, you know.
Right.
So,
Like the
so
brother
if y'all
said.
think y'all gonna go out here and do some thing and they call in the big boys, I'm gonna be on that cruise line up in the wilderness somewhere because I don't want no part of it.
Right.
You know?
See, we ain't gonna have no parts of that shit either. That's why we out here trying to warn our people. See, the brother taking heed, and he telling y'all he in the army. He telling y'all it's coming. Oh well, our job is done. All right. Yeah, you got the number, brother.
I'm on my little 24th year, so I'm in retirement stage, so I'm not gonna be wearing army green. I'm just gonna pack up my survival stuff and go ahead and hit that wilderness so I can take the next 3.5 years to the. I'm jumping ship, bro. I ain't about to go do that.
If you coming to this, you ain't gotta
You
worry
be
about
good.
Bro, I know that.
You ain't gotta have nothing.
Well,
According to the Bible. But we gonna leave it.
Hey,
We're gonna show you more.
hey, I know trees gonna sprout up and everything. We're gonna have our little mango trees and everything chilling and everything. But I just like to keep my ladder lit, you know, with some oil, fresh oil.
I know. All right, sure.
Yeah, those are brothers out there preaching. I don't know what brothers they are. But they was going into the camps, man. And what he said, man, he was saying that the wisdom that you have is what's going to guide you through when all hell breaks loose. And this is coming, man. And I'm assuming that video was a couple years ago. But it's coming, man. And the writing is on the wall. And then check this video out, because this is recent. This is very recent. This video came about.
Are you ready for a reality check? Because what you're about to hear is going to make you have chills. If nobody's inside of the FEMA camps, why are they so worried about getting everything ready? There's a lot of FEMA movement all over their camps, all over our country. But why? If there's nothing going on right now, but everybody seems to be getting ready. Take a look at this video and think about why.
Where are all the women and children, please? Everybody that's coming over are fighting age men. They're soldiers. Now, are they there to protect us, or are they there to round us up? What are these immigration centres for if we're not using them? What are all these new prisons for if we're not using them? Prisoners are being released early, on tag, because our prisons are overcrowded. What are the FEMA camps built for? The largest one can accommodate 2 million people. But where the hell do they expect to find 2 million people? And more importantly, why? There's something else going on they're not telling us about. But what are our governments doing for us? Absolutely nothing.
This is going to be a shock to a lot of people, because they don't think it's ever going to happen. They don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Because I'm telling you, man, Esau waiting for this next major event that he's going to do. And then they're going to implement these things, man. They're going to implement these camps. But the men of the Lord will be made wise, man, this time, man. And I got a couple pictures that a brother on IG, he you know what I'm saying, these are AI images, but they're relatable, you know what I'm saying, with the gold armory, the way, you know what I'm saying, it kind of, I ain't saying the way we're going to look, but the way that we will look, you know what I'm saying, it's just good to see these imageries for young people in the faith, man. Because like my buns are young, and just give them imagery of what we're going to be and what they're going to see, it's a faith booster. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of imagery we see, like you just seen a guy with blonde hair and some damn thongs on it in a female bra, man. That ain't the imagery we want our children to portray, man. So putting these images out like this, man, is a good look for our people, man, to see that we're not always like the other 2/3, man. We're men of the Lord, man. Men of valor. Royal priesthood, man. And we're going back to that state, man. Rulers, kings. So this is the imagery we want to portray to our people, man, for them to see. We're royalty, man. We're royalty. And we're going back to royalty, man. And we will have that glow around us, man. We will have that glow. And it's just beautiful imagery, man. Like two chariots up here. And his crown is glowing, man. So like I said, I just want to put these images out there, man, because young men and women need to see the royal part of us, man. We're not always in the streets and junkies and drug dealers and shit, man. We're kings, man. Sovereigns, man. Rulers. Men of the Lord, man. Yasharallah. Princes of the power. And we'll ultimately, our goal is to be crowned by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. That's our goal, man. That's my goal, I would say. And I know it's everyone else's goal as well. That's searching through the scriptures daily, man. Prophesying the return of our Lord. Our ultimate goal is to be crowned by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. That's our goal. It's lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. Precious stone, man. Well, let me get to the scriptures, man. This is, I'm going to start here in Isaiah. And this is pretty much what the Lord is changing us into. Isaiah 13, and I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, man. Precious and fine gold, man. That's what the Lord is making us. precious fine gold. And what's going to make us precious and fine as gold? It's going to say it here in Job, man. Job 28. Job 28, and I'm going to start at verse 12. But where shall wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding? Man knoweth not the price thereof, neither is it found in the land of the living. So you can't get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on earth. It has to be given to you from the heavens. It says, the depth saith, it is not in me, and the sea saith, it is not in me. So it can't be found here, man. You can't find it carnally. It cannot be gotten for gold, so you can't buy it. Neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof. It cannot be valued with the gold of Ophir. So you can't be compared to the gold of Ophir, fine gold, man. And the Lord is changing us into the fine gold, and He putting that wisdom in us, man. That knowledge. That's what's going to carry us through the time of Jacob's trouble. It says, with the precious onyx or the sapphire, the gold and the crystal cannot value it, and the exchange of it shall not be for jewels of fine gold, man. So what we have is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. And nothing can be compared to it. Because the Lord is making us into that fine gold, and that's being being given this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Being that precious gold of Ophir. Nothing can compare to it, man. And let me get in another translation just to make it plain, man. You're going to see that this is fine gold, man. While we are fine gold, that's because the Lord has put the wisdom, knowledge, understanding into us now, man. Verse 12, this is Job 28 and 12 in the NLT. It says, but do people know where to find wisdom? See that? You can't find it, man. Where can they find understanding? No one knows where to find it. See? They can't find it carnally, man. And that's how these people look at it carnally. How you get this wisdom, knowledge, understanding? That's because the Lord put His Spirit on us to do it, man. For it is not found among the living. See that? It's not found among the living. The Lord have to bless you with this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And you got to continue to grow in it. And once the Lord give you the Spirit, you got to endure, man. All the hell gonna come your way. This is the test of the Lord, man. He continually testing us to see if you are worthy of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. He says, it is not here, says the sea. It's like it says the ocean, nor is it here, says the sea. It cannot be bought with gold. So you can't get the Lord money for this, man. It cannot be purchased with silver. It is worthy. It's worth more than the gold of Ophir, greater than precious onyx or lapis lazuli. I just looked at where it go right here. I looked it up.
Lapis lazuli.
Lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. It says it's worth more than all the gold of Ophir, greater than precious onyx or lapis lazuli. Wisdom is more valuable than gold and crystal. It cannot be purchased with jewels mounted in fine gold, man. So this wisdom, knowledge, understanding the Lord has blessed us. What we couldn't purchase it, man. And there's nothing we could do but have faith and repent to get this wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Lord, man. And He's blessed us with it. So you can't make yourself get this truth. You have to repent, and the Lord may have mercy on you. But if you repent, you have a better chance than somebody that hasn't. This is Ecclesiastes 9, and I'm going to start at verse 13. It says, here is another bit of wisdom that has impressed me as I have watched the way our world works. And this is the NLT. It says, there was a small town with only a few people, and a great king came with his army and besieged it. A poor, wise man knew how to save the town, and so it was rescued. But afterward, no one thought to thank him. So even though wisdom is better than strength, so who is wise will be despised if they are poor. And that's talking about the men of the Lord, man. We're giving you the wisdom, knowledge, understanding that we've been blessed with, and we're breaking it down to you for you to be rescued from the time of Jacob's trouble and to endure to the end, man. Because those camps are part of Jacob's trouble, man. But what the Lord has blessed us with, we're preaching it to you. For you can be instilled with this foundation that we're building on, man. And that's Yahweh Shai, man. So, but if we're poor, you see us out in the highways and byways, poor, preaching this word, no one will put it to heart, man. No one will come into nobody comes to the camps no more, man. No one comes and seeing what are these brothers talking about, man? What is these brothers preaching about, man? Because we look poor, man. We don't have a building. We're out on the highways and byways in our ancient garments, man. He says, what they say will not be appreciated for long. So you might tell a brother a scripture, no, yeah, that's cool. And then they just go on about their way, man. No one is seeking after Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And I'm speaking about 2/3 of our people. And I know it goes to show you that these people are the elect, more likely sealed, man. Verse 17, it says, better to hear the quiet words of a wise person than the shout of a foolish king. So you got all these different philosophies and people like, oh yeah, we need to do this or we need to do that. And it sounds good, but it's no wisdom to it, man. You fighting against the air, man. It says better to have wisdom than weapons of war. And that's what we explain it to our people, man. It's better to have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding than weapons of war, man. A gun ain't gonna save you. Your bunker ain't gonna save you. Stocking up food ain't gonna save you. Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai is gonna save you, man. And that's how you get to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, is believing and having faith in his word. Because he is his word, man. He is bound by his word. He says, but one sinner can destroy much that is good. So if you're not seeking the Lord, you're a sinner, man. And you're going to destroy your whole entire family, man. You're going to see your whole family be put to death because of your pride, man. Not seeking the Lord while he may be found. This is Colossians 1, and I'm going to drop down. Let me get the King James Version. This is Colossians 1, and I'm going to drop down to verse 28. It says, whom we preach, warning every man and teaching every man in all wisdom. And that's what we have done, man. Everything the apostles and elders have taught us in this truth is the wisdom that they learn, and we're giving it. It's basically a trickle down cycle, man, or a pyramid cycle, man. One brother teaching another brother, and they're teaching another brother. It keeps continuing to go down, man. It says, whom we preach, warning every man and teaching every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, whereunto I also labor, striving according to his working, which worketh in me mightily, man. See, this word is working in us mightily. Because that's why you see so many videos going out, brothers going out every day almost, man. And you know what I'm saying, in most cases, man. At least twice a week. I just got to be in my bun, so we just go out on one day, you know what I'm saying, because I'm kind of built up more in the spirit of the scriptures than they are. And you know what I'm saying, as we continue to go out, they'll learn. And that's the whole point, man, making an effort, showing the Lord that we have faith in him, man. This is Colossians 28 and verse 1 in NLT. It says, so we tell others about Hamashiach, warning everyone and teaching everyone with all the wisdom of power has given us. See that? And that's what we're doing, man. Everything we've learned from the Lord through the Spirit, we're teaching everybody else, man. It says we want to present them to power perfect. And that's to the, we're doing it to the best of our ability, man. Trying to make sure we do it. Like Apostle Gabar always say, man. You got to make sure you do it perfectly, man. You got to make sure you dot your I's and you say cross your I's and dot your T's, man. Make sure you do everything you possibly can. Like when we researching and putting a lesson together, man. It's a spirit that the Lord jump on you, man. Have you get this scripture, get that scripture. So many scriptures can go into a lesson, but the Lord will have your spirit to choose. It'll put the spirit on you to choose the scripture that He wants you to bring out, man. So we're doing this through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and not of our own power, man. He says we want to present them to power perfect in their relationship to Hamashiach. That's why I work and struggle so hard, depending on Hamashiach's mighty power that worketh within me. And that's what we're doing, man. This word is working in us. And that's what's going to be the stability of our time, man. This wisdom. It's in us now, man. And the Lord is just going to turn up our spirit when he's all hell breaks loose, man. Because you're not going to be running around with a Bible, the Lord, the scriptures and stuff that you've learned, you built your foundation on, the faith of Yahushua. That's what's going to be the wisdom and stability of that time, man. But you're going to lean back on the scriptures that you know. And you've been, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord put the spirit in you to know, man. And that's what's going to get you through when everybody else is having nervous breakdowns, dying, killing each other. We're going to be led by the Spirit of the Lord, man. This is Proverbs 15. Let me get to it. Get back into King James. It's Proverbs 15, and I'm going to jump down to verse 21. Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom. See that guy you seen with blonde hair, man, that's just a disgrace, man. But he's destitute of wisdom. He has no wisdom, man. And those women in prison, they have no wisdom, man. But a man of understanding walketh uprightly. See, the men of the Lord are walking uprightly in this truth, man. All hell is about to break loose, and these people don't have a clue what's coming to them, man. These camps, the famine, perilous times, man. And these people have no clue, man. But the men of the Lord, the men of understanding, they're going to walk uprightly, man. We're going to know what's going on in this time, man. And we're not going to be afraid because the Lord's Spirit is going to be in us, man, to guide us, man. The angels are going to guide the men of the Lord. This is Proverbs 18. I get the point in 1 and 2. It says, through desire a man haveth separated himself, seeketh and intermittently with all wisdom. So we have all the wisdom of the Lord, man. Let me get this in another translation just to make it even plainer. New NLT, it says, unfriendly people care only about themselves. They lash out at common sense. See, we're giving you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, man. That separates us from everybody else, man. It says people who do not get along with others are separated only in themselves. They will disagree with what everyone else knows is right. So they're going to reject the men of the Lord because we know what is right, man. And we have all the knowledge of the scriptures, man. All the knowledge of the scriptures. King James, he says, through desire, a man having separated himself, seeketh and intermittently with all wisdom. And we have all the wisdom of the Lord now, man. It says, a fool have no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. See, these people have no delight in understanding the scriptures. What's going to happen, man? Time of Jacob's trouble. Babylon being hit with missiles. They have no knowledge of that, man. And they care not to know, man. They're blind. As the scripture tell you, the blind lead the blind, and both shall fall in the ditch. And that's what's happening, man. 2/3 of our people are not even inquiring about the Lord. But we are walking uprightly in this faith. The men of the Lord is seek Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. This is Proverbs 4, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, hear, ye children, the instruction of a father, and attend to no understanding. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not my law. And that's what we've been blessed with, the right doctrine, man. When the apostles and elders, a great millstone on down, man. We've been blessed with the right doctrine. It says, for I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also, and said unto me, let thy heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. Get wisdom, get understanding. And that's what we've had. That's what we've gotten. Wisdom and understanding, man. Forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. See that? This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to preserve us, man. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. See that? Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. See that once you get the wisdom of the Lord, you get the understanding of the scriptures, man. They work hand in hand. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou hast, like it says, when thou doest embrace her. So the Lord is going to promote us to receive salvation, man. And that's what it's all about, man. Getting salvation. She shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. And that's what we want from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, a crown of glory, man. Because we're continually fighting constantly, man, to stay in the faith, man, to do your lessons, man, go on the highways and byways, praying that the Lord never takes his spirit from us. This is a constant fight, man. Because we're in the valley of the shadow of death, man. You can get distracted. You can fall off you can fall off anyway, man. Anywhere, man. This is what this is about, man. Enduring to the end, man. Escaping the judgments of the Lord. This is Ecclesiastes 7. Let's start at verse 12. Verse 11, it says, wisdom is good with an inheritance, and by it there is profit to them that see the sun. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. See that? With this wisdom and knowledge that we have, it's going to deliver us from all hell breaking loose, man. Because we're going to know which direction to go, man. The Lord is going to have charge of us, man. We ain't worried about no money. We ain't worried about this world. We're ready for it to pass away, man. He says, consider the work of power, for who can make that straight which he have made crooked? So the Lord is blessed you to receive this understanding and wisdom. But 2/3 of our people are going to be casted out, man. And like I said, shortly, you know what I'm saying, as we continue to move forward to the time of Jacob's trouble, man, people are the spirit of the Lord is blinding these people, man. They have no clue what's going on, man. They do not know what's going to happen here in Babylon the Great, man. These people don't think nothing ever is going to happen here. And that's what's going to catch them off guard, man. These people are doomed, man. Ecclesiastes 8, and I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed, man. See that this wisdom, knowledge, understanding is separating us from 2/3 of our people, man. It's making our faces to shine because we have the knowledge now, man. And people can see it's a difference in you, man. People can see it. They ain't going to say it, but they know your spirit is different from everybody else, man. I counsel thee to keep the king's commandment, and that in regard of the oath of power, man. Let's get this in another translation, man. It's a New Living. It says, obey the king since you vowed to power that you would. And that's what we have, man. We made a vow to the Lord that we will preach his word. We will go on the highways and byways and prophesy to the children of Israel to return. And we made a vow that we will have faith in him even to the very end, man. So we're obeying that vow we made, man. Like I said, I always pray, man, the Lord keep the spirit up on me. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of distractions out here, man. Not saying I've been just going through a lot of shit, but just the thing is, you don't want the Lord to take the spirit off of you, man. You want to be able to stay fiery, man. Be hot, not lukewarm or cold, man. And I pray the Lord continue to put that spirit on me to stay hot, man. It says, Good News Translation, it says, do what the king says and do not make any rash promises to power, man. So that's the thing, man. You want the Lord to keep the spirit on you, man. And you don't want to fall short and tell the Lord, I'm going to go out on the highways and byways and then something come up. No, man. We made a vow to the Lord. We got to keep it, man. And that's why I always pray the Lord keep that, man. I pray the Lord keep the spirit on me, man. Anything I possibly can do, man, is just to have the spirit of the Lord to stay on me, man, because the Lord casts you out, man. You done, man. You can't return, man. That's it for you. You will be judged. This is 1 Corinthians. Let me get to it. This is 1 Corinthians 2. And I'm going to get it in the King James Version. 1 Corinthians 2, and I'm starting at verse 1. It says, and I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech. And that's how we come, man. I can't tell you I can break this down, break that down, and make it so plain that you know what I'm saying, anybody can understand what I'm saying. This is all spiritual, man. People relate to you and they understand this is what he mean by this. You know what I'm saying? You might misspell a word or something, or speak where you skipped a word or something, man. And brothers do that all the time, man. I know exactly what they see. What they're trying to come off with, man. You know what I'm saying? What they're trying to say. But we don't speak like a Barack Obama or somebody that speaks well. You know what I'm saying? It's rugged and raw, man. He says, I, brethren, when I came to you, came not with excellency of speech or of wisdom, declaring unto you the testimony of power, for I determined not to know anything among you save Yahushua HaMashiach, and him crucified. And that's what we coming to you. We coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Not telling you about what the world, what you should do with your old lady, or what you should do with your business, or what you should do with your job. We coming to you in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, preaching his word, man, to get you saved out of here, man. He says, and I was with you in meekness and in fear and in much trembling. And this is Apostle Paul speaking here, man. He says, he said, and my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power. And that's what we're in the same line as Apostle Paul was speaking here, man. Now, we're not coming to you with enticing words trying to make you believe in the Yahushua, man. We're demonstrating you through the Spirit of the Lord, man. We're demonstrating you how a man should walk in the faith, man. And we have great examples. And that's what teaches us, man. How humble the apostles are, man. You know what I'm saying? No nonsense men. So that molds us, man. Having those great leaders, man. That molds us to know how to speak to people, man. Not being with no nonsense and playing around and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? No, we're men. We laugh and joke and shit. But the thing is, when it comes to this, it's deadly serious, man. When it comes to Yahushua, it's deadly serious, man. Because it's going to be a reason you don't get on the chariot, man. This is deadly serious, man. It says, verse 5, it says, that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of the Most High. See that? We're not telling you to be like these other men, man. We're telling you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. He says, howbeit, verse 6, it said, howbeit, we speak wisdom among them that are perfect. So we teach these lessons. The only ones going to look into it are the men of the Lord and the women of the Lord. It says, yet not the wisdom of this world. See, we're not coming in the wisdom of this world, man. We want this world to be destroyed. It says, no of the princes of this world that come to naught. So we don't care about these people, man, and getting your 10-year plan and all that shit, man. No, we ain't thinking about that, man. We're thinking about how we can prophesy and bring this word out more and more, man. That the Lord will hear our prayers and bring this place down, man. Speed this thing up. Verse 7, it says, but we speak the wisdom of power in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which power ordaineth before the world unto our glory, which none of the princes of this world knew. See, Esau don't know what's going on, man. He has an inkling of it, you know what I'm saying? But the spiritual things are given to the men of the Lord, man. So we know that the Lord is going to destroy Babylon the Great. We know that Esau going to come with the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, man. The RFID microchip, man. We're telling you everything, man, without sugarcoating it, without making it hidden. We're telling you exactly what the Lord is going to do, man, and what's coming on the earth. Esau is just the Lord's left-hand side to do the wicked, which he is the wicked. He just does the wickedness on the Lord's left-hand side, man. He's a physical counterpart of Satan on earth, man. Verse 80 says, which none of the princes of this world knew, for had they knew it, they would have not crucified Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua of glory. And that's going back to our ancient 2/3 of our people in the ancient world, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say 2/3 of our people in the ancient world. I'm gonna say, for the most part, it was the children that crucified Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. But as it is written, I have not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which power has prepared for them that love him, man. But power hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit, for the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of power. See, the Lord has blessed us with the Spirit, and that's why we've been made fine as gold, man. Because our spirit has the wisdom and knowledge that the Lord had blessed us with from the beginning of the world, man. And it's only going to increase for the men of the Lord. It's going to increase, man. And people are going to see it on us, man. They're going to see that the Spirit of the Lord is on that man. And that's why the scripture tell you that then shall you know whom I chosen. So it's only going to turn up in the men of the Lord, man. And that's how these women are going to choose men of the Lord. And be like, oh, man, I pray that he chooses me. They're going to seek you out, man, because the Lord is going to put the Spirit on you and you're going to shine, man. When all hell breaking loose, you're going to be shining, man. Because your faith is going to be turned up in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You just got to endure to the end, man. This is 1 Corinthians 1 and verse 19. It says, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. So 2/3 of our people in Esau, Edom, they're going down, man. They're going down, man. And it's you hate to say 2/3 of our people, man, going down, but it's the truth, man. You can't make your grandmama and your granddaddy, your uncle, and your auntie, and your uncle, your daddy, your mom. You can't make them get it, man. The Lord bless you with the Spirit to know this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. So you have to make it, man. And they'll be in the kingdom, and you'll be like, oh, man, glad to see you. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we're in a war zone, man. And if they can't get it, we'll see them in the kingdom, man. Verse 20 says, where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Have power made foolish the wisdom of this world? See that the Lord has made foolish the wisdom of this world, man. Getting rich and flipping houses and having your business, doing your taxes. That's all bullshit, man. That's gonna come to nothing, man. This wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the scriptures, that's what's going. That's the new stock market, if you want to say it like that, man. This is the new thing, man. Getting back in touch with your power, man. Have your relationship built back up with the foundation of the Lord, man. Verse 21, it says, For after that, in the wisdom of power, the world by wisdom knew not power. It pleased power by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. See that? So when we going on the highways and byways, it pleases the Lord for us to go and do that, man. Because it shows our faith. It shows that we believe. And it might be foolish to people, man. But we're showing our faith, man. And shit, we care less about what the world is. Well, the way the world thinks. We want to please the Lord, man. And let me get this in another translation. 21, man. It's heavy. It's a heavy verse. New Living Translation says, since power in his wisdom saw to it that the world would never know him through human wisdom. See that? The world would never know the Lord with human wisdom. So these churches and these pastors that preach, that's human wisdom, man. Because they're not telling you what the Lord's true name is. They're telling you that the Lord was born on a virgin birth. That's madness, man. That's not according to the scriptures. So you would never know the Lord unless you come into this truth, unless you come into this faith, man. He says he has used our foolish preaching to save those who believe, man. So you see the brothers on the highways and byways, and I say for myself, man, I seen the apostles and elders preaching. You know what I'm saying? It didn't really click right away, but as I kept going and watching the videos, it started to click, man. But it was something that was just pushing me to watch those men. And I was watching all the brothers, man. It was something in me. And when I started to do it, I was like, man, this is it, man. Because it's like a seed that grows in you. And it continues to grow, man. This is all, man, spiritual, man. Human wisdom can't get this, man. Human wisdom cannot get it. This is truly coming from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. And all of us can say the same thing, man, that we once heard it, then it just we just craved it, man, like a food, man. Man, I want to get the word. I don't get the word because the word is a dinner, man. It is a supper, man. It's the Lord supping with you, man. Good News Translation says, for power in his wisdom made it impossible for people to know him by means of their own wisdom. See that? It's impossible for somebody to go and tell you about the Lord without this word, without the Bible, man. Without his wisdom and knowledge, man. It's impossible. So you don't know the Lord, man. If you're not seeking the truth like we seeking the truth and believing and having faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, it's impossible for you to know the Lord, man. You can't go to church and get this knowledge, man. It's not there. It says, instead, by means of the so-called foolish message we preach, power decided to save those who believe. So us preaching this word is going to get a lot of people saved, man. Going on the highways and byways, prophesying his word, doing your lessons, that's going to get that's what's going to get a lot of people saved, man. And that's how the elect is being sealed, man, through this word that we're preaching, man. That's how this word is sprouting, man. It's blossoming through the foolishness of preaching, man. Like I say, even though it's on the highways and byways, man. And it's a different spirit out there, man. And when you after you get through preaching, man, you get drained. You be tired, man. You just want to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Not to say every time I go, but majority of the time when I go, I come back and I crash out, man. It's a different spirit out there, man. It's a different presence. When you come around the men of the Lord out there, man, it's a different energy. The energy is totally different. And you have to be spiritual to understand it, man. King James Version, Colossians 4 and I'll get the point in verse 5. It says, walk in wisdom toward them that are without, redeeming the time, man. So we're walking with wisdom toward everybody in this truth, man. Because we're redeeming the time because the time is short, man. The time is short. It says, let your speech be always with grace, seasoned with salt, that ye may know how ye ought to answer every man. And some people you can't be rough on them. Some people you can. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers might not understand right away. Some brothers take a little time. Some brothers get it right away. And that's the reason why we're seasoned with salt, man. We know how to adapt to any situation and speak to any brother, man. But we're walking with wisdom to give it to you, man. We're walking with wisdom. Let me get one more and I'm going to end it. This is Colossians 2. I want to get Colossians 2. And I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, that their hearts might be comforted, being knit together in love, and unto all riches of the full assurance of understanding, to the acknowledging of the mysteries of power and of the Father and of Hamashiach, in whom are hid all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. See that when the Lord wakes you up to this truth, then he'll start to bless you with the wisdom and knowledge, man. He'll open your spirit up to receive this wisdom and knowledge, man. It says, and this I say, lest any man should beguile you with enticing words, for though I be absent in the flesh, yet am I with you in the spirit, man. See, the Lord is with us in the spirit, man. We can see the Lord in the pages of the book, man. It says, joining, and beholding your order and the steadfast of our faith in Hamashiach, man. So we have our faith in Yahushua Hamashiach, man. I'm going to get this 6 down to 7. It says, as ye therefore received Hamashiach Yahushua, the Lord, so walk ye in him. And that's what we're doing, man. We're walking in our faith of the Lord, man. And we're walking in the Lord, man. Rooted and built up in him and established in the faith. And that's all we do, man. Build up our faith in the Lord, man. Rooted. Not being able to get deterred on doctrine. Thinking the MOTB is not the mark. Not thinking the Lord's name is Yahweh Shai, man. These things can't move you once you're rooted in this faith, man. And we're built up in it, man. Established that we can't be moved, man. He says, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving, man. So what you've been taught is the truth, man. From the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, man, you've been taught the truth. And now you have to be rooted and grounded and built up, because we're coming into some very bad times, man. But this is our faith, man. We have to endure to the end. Shalom. Shalom.